Welcome, a warm welcome to episode 3 of Fuel Rock TV. Now, never let it be said that we don't cater for all types, all tastes here at Fuel Rock TV. This episode is a cracker. 3 interviews. First up, we have a surprise visit to Cardiff by the one and the only Stereophonics. Second is an up-and-coming sort of DIY band called Yashin. A lot of tips in that interview for bands who are trying to make it themselves, way to promote themselves, that sort of thing, because they're unsigned and doing it all themselves. And last but not least is an amazing interview with the legendary one and only Cannibal Corpse. It's a great interview regardless, but notable for the fact that Kelly's questions are just the most amazingly well-scripted stuff ever. But enjoy it. It's Cannibal Corpse, Stereophonics and Yashin, Fuel Rock TV.
Hi guys, you are with Kelly RB from Fuel Rock TV. Now never let it be said that we don't find the stars when they come to Cardiff. I'm at Michi's on Churchill Way, where there's a very, very special guest inside. Come and have a look. And I am with the legendary Stereophonics. Hello, Kelly and Richard.
Hello, how are you? Hello.
How are you? More to the point.
Very good, thanks. Yeah, good.
Is it nice to be home?
It is. I've been down here quite a lot the last 6 months, actually, but we've been down this week. Brought my kids down, see the family and all that, so it's been nice to have a drink tonight, break from bouncy castles and I know.
So actually, I was leading on to my next question. What are your plans? Why are you home?
Plans while we're home is just catching up with family and helping out Tony with his restaurant tonight, but taking a break from the studio. We're back in the studio Wednesday, so yeah, just catching up with people, mates and I really, yeah.
Fantastic. So you just mentioned you're back in the studio. What have you got coming up? What's the new things for you?
Well, we've been working on a new bunch of songs for... Last year was the first year we didn't tour anywhere for 14 years, and we leased out a place and we had our own studio, so we went in there every day to do all sorts of things really. So we've ended up with about 25 songs. We're going to probably release 2, potentially 3 different albums over a course of time, which we're trying to work out now. And so it's been really good actually. It's probably been the most creative run we've had in a bit, as in because it's been concentrated as opposed to fitting in between touring the world in a way. So it's going good. We're going to start releasing stuff probably October and go from there really. Yeah, we're trying to work out. We've kind of done our bit, so it's a bit vague. We don't know when or how we're releasing it. We've changed labels, so we're just doing all the boring business bit at the minute, which we're not going to go into that because he's yawning. So, but the music side, you'll be happy to know, or anybody is interested will be happy to know that it's rocking. It's really good, yeah.
Yeah, it's all ready to go. It's just waiting for the powers that be to give us the go ahead to get out there, really. And,
So the next album, what's happening with that? What's the influences? Where have you gone with it? Is it a lot different from your other stuff, or you stayed on the same route?
No, it is different. It's just really we've been writing some film stuff as well, so it's quite influenced by a lot of visual things, and musically it's really different from anything we've done before. I think we've done some songs with David Arnold, who did all the strings for the James Bond movies and stuff like that, so some songs are very epic and very grand, and it's quite an unpredictable record. I don't think it sounds particularly like a Stereophonics record, which has been, that's what I mean, it's been quite nice just going into work every day and just not thinking inside the limits of radio and TV and stuff. I mean, we've had a fair run of radio singles and hits and stuff like that, and we decided to just kind of go the complete opposite. Now the world's gone a bit pop mad, rather than trying to follow that or water down what you do to suit that, would kind of go the complete opposite, you know.
it's not working within the box, really. It's kind of just going in, see what comes out. If stuff needs changing, go back in, changes. And until we're really happy with it, that's what we've been doing over the last 12, 13 months, really.
It must have been nice to be able to actually step out and just go, hang on a minute, time out, what can we do now, and sort of reflect better on the music.
We've never had time to stop and think. We've never had our own place before either, which is mad after 16 years. I mean, we usually take 6 weeks, make a record and then go back out and do it all again. Yeah. So it's been nice to be quite indulgent, and like Richard said, you could walk in one day and even if you've got 4 bars of music which are brilliant that day and the other lot is rubbish and you throw it away, it was worth having your own space to just walk in as free as you want, people come in and out whenever they want. It's been brilliant. It's been really kind of life-changing for the band in a way.
It's great to know. Well, welcome home. Your plans for this evening are to have 20% off at Tony's Restaurant. I promise I'll get it in. I'm sure you'll be nice too. But no, guys, thanks ever so much for talking to Fuel Rock TV. It's been an absolute pleasure. And good luck with the new album and the tour and everything that comes with it. Take care. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kelly.
Hello, I'm Richard.
We are two parts of the Stereophonics, and you are watching Fuel Rock TV. Don't go nowhere. The popcorn you're eating has been pissed in. Film at 11.
Hey, I'm Harry Radford, Kevin Miles, and you're watching Fuel Rock TV.
Hi guys, and welcome to Fuel Rock TV. I am Kelly RB. We're back in our first place we ever interviewed. We are back in Solus in Cardiff Students' Union, and I am with Yashin. Hi guys.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Would like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Harry Radford, and I sing in Yashin.
Kev, sing Yashin.
Fantastic. Well, first of all, interesting name. Where'd it come from?
It means ambition in Japanese, but that's not the reason we're actually called that.
Oh.
To put it really quickly, our guitarist is called Paul Travers. In school, people called him Trev, and they started calling him Lev because of the famous Russian goalkeeper Lev Yashin, and that's how we got the name Yashin.
Yeah. So in a really obnoxious way, the guitarist named the band after himself before we had anything to do with it. So, yeah.
No, not a big ego at all, no, not at all. Give us a little bit of background about yourselves and where you come from and what happened and how you got here.
So we've been in the band for 3 years. I originally come from Key West, Florida, and I've lived some other places in America as well. Kev's obviously from Glasgow. Well, not Glasgow, East Kilbride, Scotland. And yeah, we've been in the band for 3 years and just been, like you said, building it from then. And we're really happy with where we are and where we've got and what we've achieved so far. So,
I just mentioned to you off camera as well that you guys aren't actually signed. A lot of people don't know that, but you guys aren't actually signed. You've got a 17-date tour at the moment. This kind of stuff doesn't usually happen.
I don't really think the whole unsigned thing's as big a deal as it used to be. Like back in the sort of 80s and 90s, it was a necessity for a band to have a record label, but nowadays, like, we've got awesome management, we've got a booking agent, we've got good press, and that's all we really need to get by. And these people coming to see us every night when we're out on tour, like buying our records and stuff like that. So
what's the secret to success? Do you think things like social media have played a massive part in it?
I think the internet has changed the world in so many ways, and one of them is music and being in a band. You know, that's why record labels are not a necessity anymore. You know, a great example of that are Enter Shikari. They've done it all themselves. They don't have a record label. Their record label's their own label, and you know, they're a great, successful big band.
They tried it. Shikari, yeah. They were on their own label. Second album moved on to a major, and it just didn't work out for them, and they're back to Ambush Reality again for their latest CD. So just goes to show you, like, the grass isn't always greener. Like, it's just what happened.
And moving forward, that's exactly the way you want to stay. You want to stay on your own, independent.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, we're the people that know exactly what we want, and we feel we have the people with us that know how we can get that. You know, so that's why we stayed how we are. We are in no rush to do anything different and go to a label or anything like that.
Well, that's great news, and it's nice to see you guys actually following your own path and doing something different.
Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling in. Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling in. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
2011 was a fantastic year for you. Paid download. This year you're playing download and Sonosphere. Tell us about your new stuff. Tell us about what you're going to be doing and what we can expect.
We're going to be releasing a new album this year, which we're really excited about. It's taken a long time. We're obviously on this headline tour right now of the UK. Then we're going over and headlining in Europe. And yeah, that's what's on the cards at the moment. There are some other things that we can't quite share with you yet, but it's going to be...
Go on, give us an exclusive.
It's going to be a really exciting year. It's probably our biggest year yet, so...
Fantastic news. And you looking forward to the festivals?
Can't wait. It's been a lifelong goal, like from years ago, going to see bands like Lost Prophets and stuff like that, and Radio 110. And look, before it was even called Download, I was at Ozfest. I'm showing my age now. It's I was at Ozfest and Leeds and Reading 2003. Saw Rage Against the Machine, and it's just like you stand there as a kid and just watch these bands and think like this is incredible. And then to be there last year and to be looking forward to doing it again this year is just it's unparalleled. It's amazing. So
you guys going to carry on touring? New album? Lots more to come from you then?
Yep, definitely. We're just going to keep doing what we do. It seems to be, the right formula, so we're going to keep doing that. Yeah.
Well, best of luck with the show. Congratulations on everything you've done so far. And we'll be at the festival, so we'll probably see you there. Take care. Thanks ever so much, guys. Bye-bye.
You try, but you fall down. Then you stay down, and there's no help. Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling down. Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling
Hello, you are here with Kelly from Fuel Rock TV, and I am with the only Cannibal Corpse. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
George Corpse Grinder Fisher, singer, vocalist, growler, whatever.
Well, I've got some truth or false questions for you, right? Okay. You are the only death metal band to rate on the Billboard 200 chart.
We were the first.
The first, okay.
I think there have been a couple since, but we've been on there like 3 times, so that's, I guess, also a record. I don't know.
Well, that's pretty good going. You're banned in New Zealand?
Not anymore. Not the last I checked. We played there since.
Okay. You're banned in Australia?
No, we're, I think, going both places sometime later this year. Trying to.
Fantastic news. Banned in Korea?
No, we played there as well, but all these places, there were issues at one time.
Yeah. And in Germany, anything banned from the first 3 albums?
Not anymore, but some places we roll into town, they say you can't play this song or that song, so it's never a true or false with us. It's always complicated.
Why do you think it is, though? Because all these guys have, like you say, there's been issues before. On a very serious note, they've never banned things like horror films or horror books and horror fiction. So why ban you?
Well, Germany, there's a lot of censorship there as far as books and movies go. I mean, there's a lot of movies that are, totally censored and a lot of parts cut out. So all these other places, I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. We're just a band, and, we're singing about horror movies, and it's graphic, The lyrics are violent, but they're not in any way preaching or pushing a message. They're just short stories, with brutal music over them. I mean, really.
You just misunderstood, really, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's bullshit, really. Yeah. It's just a bunch of people trying to get votes or some political power or some type of notoriety, and they're just using us to do it, and well, that's how it works.
Fair enough, not a problem. Well, you guys have just been on the European tour. This is your first UK gig now. What can we expect from you?
Well, headbanging, growling, blast beats, some heavy shit, We're actually playing 2 new songs, from the new album Torture, which the 2 songs we're playing have been released online already, so people will probably be a little familiar with them, but, I don't like to think that we do the same show, but maybe we kind of do, It's just a lot of headbanging and growling, like blast beats, like I said,
Well, no, it does lead me on to my next question. You guys have actually been together now for 24 years, the band in total?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you guys have been going a long, long time. You've mentioned that you've had 3 albums, actually, in the Billboard charts. How do you guys, what's special, what keeps you going, what makes Cannibal Corpse out there all the time?
Well, look, we all get along fairly well, there's always stupid little pet peeve, little bickering about pet peeves, on the bus or something, people are tired, you get cranky, you get dumb arguments like that, but for the most part, we all, we're totally, into what we're doing, we're totally, I think everybody's pretty laid back, and it is weird, it is 5 different very different personalities, but obviously metal is what kind of joins us together.
Fair enough. Right, I do have a fan question for you, because we do feature a fan question. So, Ace Ventura, I'm sure you've answered this question a million times before, but how come you guys ended up on the Ace Ventura film, and is it true that Jim Carrey's a huge fan?
Well, the weird thing is I wasn't in the movie yet. Yeah, it was the old singer Chris. Far as I know, he was into the music and that he had a few bands. I think Napalm Death might have been one as well. Yeah. That he was talking about to the whoever was producing it or whatnot about having in the movie. And last we heard that he wasn't really wanting to admit that he was a fan or not, but we don't know any of this, any of that is fact or not. We heard that someone asked him if he was into the band and he said no, but I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, that could be true, and if it is, you could understand maybe he doesn't want to be associated, with liking a band like us that's so notorious. Yeah. Or maybe it's just a pile of bullshit,
Well, what's next for you guys? Obviously the tour, the album, that comes out, I believe, in Europe on the 12th of March?
I believe the 13th everywhere, but I've heard it's possibly the 9th in Germany, but I'm not sure. Okay. I don't pay attention.
You don't know.
All right. Coming out soon.
Fantastic. Well, thanks ever so much for talking to Fuel Rock TV. I really do appreciate it, and best of luck with the gig.
Oh, thank you very much. Stay metal.
Well, that was episode 3 of Fuel Rock TV. We had a lot of fun making it. I do hope you had as much fun watching it as we did making it. Next up for us is Download. We've been really lucky enough to be granted press access to Download. We're going to be seeing Prodigy on the first night, Metallica doing the Black Album on the second night, and Black Sabbath on the Sunday. And apart from that, stacks of bands. We're going to be interviewing as many as we can, get you all the facts and condense it and put a fantastic episode up on Fuel Rock TV. So keep tuned to Fuel Rock TV.